Ladies and gentlemen, Cabo Verde's run is come to an end. They lose today in the extra frame to the world champions Argentina 3-2. Goals by Messi and Lisandro Martinez, and an own goal by Borges, and then Dore Duarte in the 59th minute tied the game 1-1 for Cabo Verde. And they also tied the game again down 2-1 in the extra frame by Sidney Lopez Cabral, which definitely will go down as one of the goals in the tournament. The guy from Benfica just had an amazing shot from the left side and beat Dibu Martinez upper V. It was just the most incredible thing. This was a game for the ages. I'm going to do a quick analysis and then I'm going to dedicate the rest of this video to Cabo Verde. The plan for Cabo Verde defensively worked to perfection. I think backing up the truck and just holding the line was a smart idea, and Argentina, was just being patient until they finally broke through with the goal by Messi, but then managed to get the goal on their only attack of the game. Underdogs usually have one opportunity to actually get a chance to score, and they took advantage of that one, and Duarte did take advantage, getting it past Dibu Martinez for the 1-1. They managed to hold the line. Argentina looked like they were pressed, and then going into the extra frame, they took the lead with Lisandro Martinez, and then later that amazing shot by Sidney Lopez Cabral to tie the game. And then it really got serious for Argentina, to the point that when they finally took the lead off a header that bounced off and ricocheted off the defenseman's arm, the fact that Cabo Verde was still attacking them, and basically Argentina was actually calling for that final whistle and took them to the limit. Cabo Verde was not able to tie the game, and they ended up losing to Argentina, thus ending their World Cup journey. I gotta say something about how amazing and the encouraging this team played, not only throughout the tournament, but especially in this game. And I am gonna focus on, for the rest of this video, on Cabo Verde. And I'm talking to you guys that are from Cabo Verde or Cape Verdean fans. This is for you. Today, although you were disappointed that you guys didn't advance in this World Cup, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You have every bit to be as proud of what these boys did. Today, they took the world champions to the limit, stressing them out. They honestly felt that they could have been beaten by you guys. You weren't afraid. You executed the plan to perfection, and it almost worked. You should be very, very proud of what these guys did today and how they performed in this entire tournament. You guys were the story of this tournament. You guys qualified for the very first time in history, and then you tied an ex-world champion in Spain. You also tied Uruguay, who's a former champion, and then you qualified to the knockout round for the very first time in history in your very first World Cup. And then you went toe-to-toe, tú por tú, with Argentina, the world champions and the best player in the world, and you didn't quit, and you ended up going out with a fight. That is something to be proud of. You should be proud of that. Any young person that is from Cape Verde and saw that game should be inspired to be a footballer, and hopefully, I wish that your football will definitely improve. Hopefully some of these players will be playing for better clubs, so that way one day Cabo Verde football will be able to be represented in a much greater light. You guys should thrive to be Senegal, Morocco, Egypt, Nigeria, those football nations that are, historically better, and hopefully you guys grow. But today, you should be very proud. If you see any of these boys from the team, whether back home or hanging out in Miami, you guys need to buy them a beer, buy them a drink, or pay for a meal, because those boys did every single one of you proud. And we learned so much about your country. I did. I didn't know. Obviously, I learned that you guys speak Portuguese and Creole. It's a little different from the Brazilian Portuguese that I'm used to. I actually got a chance to research some of the beautiful islands that you have. I tell you, I have a travel channel with my wife. If I ever wanted to visit Africa, that would be the top of my list. It's very beautiful, the country that Cabo Verde is. I just want to leave you with that. Be proud. You have nothing to hang your hat on. I know it's disappointing, but I want to hear from you. Tell me how proud you are of your team and how these boys played and how these boys played in this entire World Cup. I want to hear from you. If you're an Argentina fan, you tell me, were you definitely feared that you guys would be eliminated dominated by this team, and I want to hear from you as well. And if you happen to follow any of these boys on a social media platform, show them your appreciation and tell them how proud you are of that said person. Definitely, they deserve it, and I'm gonna read every single one of your comments, and hopefully you guys have something wonderful to say about this amazing team that competed with their hearts, and unfortunately they just fell short. Thank you, Cabo Verde. Obrigado, Cabo Verde. I'll be reading in the comments.